It starts innocently enough, doesn't it? You turn off the alarm, you check the time, maybe you see a notification from Instagram or a text you missed last night. You tell yourself, I'm just going to check this one thing to wake my brain up, just 5 minutes. But then the algorithm takes over. A funny cat video, a controversy on Twitter, a friend's story about a party you weren't invited to. Suddenly, you look up and you've lost an hour. And the worst part isn't the lost time, it's how you feel. You haven't even brushed your teeth and you already feel drained, anxious, and behind on life. If this sounds like you aren't lazy and you aren't broken, but your brain is being rewired, literally. Today, we aren't just talking about putting the phone away. We're talking about undoing the damage, reclaiming your focus, and physically changing your brain back to the way it was designed to work. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to get your life back. Let's get real for a second. Have you noticed that doing hard things like studying for finals, writing that essay, or even just reading a book feels physically painful lately? It's like there's this magnetic pull. You read one sentence and your hand twitches toward your pocket. That is not an accident. That is design. Silicon Valley engineers, some of the smartest people on the planet, spent billions of dollars to figure out exactly how to hack your dopamine system. They treat your phone like a slot machine. When you pull down to refresh, spin. Will it be a like, a DM, a viral video? That uncertainty releases dopamine. And here is the scary part. Dopamine isn't about pleasure, it's about craving. When you doom scroll, you are flooding your brain with cheap, unearned dopamine. Eventually, your brain says, whoa, too much energy, and it down-regulates your receptors. Think of it like loud music. If you listen to music at max volume all day, eventually you go deaf to the quiet stuff. That's why studying feels impossible. Studying is quiet music. TikTok is a heavy metal concert. Your brain literally cannot hear the satisfaction of doing hard work anymore because the volume knob is broken. I felt this last year. I sat down to write a script and I physically couldn't do it. I felt like I had brain fog so thick I couldn't see through it. I thought I had ADHD. I thought I was stupid. But I wasn't. I was just overstimulated. And here is the cliffhanger. If you don't fix this now, while your brain is still developing, if you're under 25, this state of distraction can become permanent. Okay, that sounds terrifying. Permanent damage? Not exactly. Let me introduce you to your best friend, neuroplasticity, the dense forest. Every time you perform an action, you trample down the grass to create a path. Right now, the path from feeling bored to checking phone is a superhighway. It is paved, lit up, and has 6 lanes. It's effortless. But the path from feeling bored to creative thought or studying, that path is overgrown. There are vines everywhere. You need a machete to get through it. This is why it feels so hard to start. You are hacking through the jungle. But here's the good news. If you stop driving on the highway, cracks will form. The grass will grow back. And if you keep hacking through the jungle, eventually, that becomes the easy path. So how do we close the highway? We need to create friction. We aren't going to throw your phone in a lake. You need it for school, for maps, for family. We just need to make it annoying to use. Here are 3 levels of friction. Pick one to start today. Level 1, the visual reset. Look at your home screen. Is it a buffet of candy, bright colors, red notification bubbles? Clear it. All of it. Move every single infinity pool app, TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, YouTube, off your home screen. Bury them in a folder on the second page. Call the folder something judgmental, like time waste or the slot machine. Now you have to consciously search for the app to open it. That split second of searching gives your prefrontal cortex, the logical part of your brain, a chance to say, hey, do we really want to do this? Level 2. The secret weapon. This is the one that changed my life. Grayscale. Your phone is designed to look like a poisonous berry, bright red, bright blue. It triggers our primal instincts. When you turn it black and white, it looks dead. Instagram in black and white is incredibly boring. You'll scroll for 30 seconds,
realize the photos look like trash, and close the app. Level 3, the physical barrier. If you are studying, your phone cannot be on the desk. There was a study done at the University of Texas. They found that just having your phone in your line of sight, even if it's off and face down, reduces your cognitive capacity. Your brain is using energy just to ignore it. Put it in another room, put it in a drawer, put it in a kitchen safe. But wait, you do all this, you sit down to work, and then something weird happens. You don't feel productive, you feel agitated.
You've hidden the phone. Now you're sitting there, and you feel itchy. You feel like you need to do something. This is the withdrawal. This is the moment most people fail. They think, I can't focus, so I might as well check my phone just for a second. Stop. This agitation, this boredom, this is where the rewiring happens. We have killed boredom in our generation. We fill every elevator ride, every toilet break, every line at the grocery store with scrolling. But boredom is the fertilizer for creativity. When you are bored, your default mode network turns on. That's the part of the brain that problem solves, plans for the future, and figures out who you actually are. So, here is the challenge for this week. It's called the gap training. When you have a gap in your day, waiting for the microwave, waiting for class to start, waiting for the bus, do not touch your phone. Just exist. Look at a wall. People watch. Let your thoughts wander. It will feel uncomfortable at first. You will feel naked. But after a few days, something magical happens. The fog lifts. You'll start having ideas again. You'll remember things better. You are training your brain that it is okay to be alone with itself. Now, I need to be real with you. You are going to mess this up. You're gonna have a bad day, you're gonna get stressed, and you're gonna find yourself 3 hours deep into a TikTok hole. And when that happens, the temptation is to say, well, I ruined it. I have no self-control. I might as well give up. Don't do that. That is the shame spiral. Remember the hiking trail? Just because you walked on the highway once doesn't mean the path in the woods disappeared. You just have to go back to the woods the next day. This isn't about being a monk. It's not about never using social media. It's about being the pilot, not the passenger. It's about waking up and deciding what you want to do with your day rather than letting an app decide for you. So, let's recap the game plan. Understand the enemy. Your phone is a slot machine designed to steal your dopamine. Increase friction, clean the home screen, turn on Grayscale, and leave the phone in another room when you work. Embrace boredom. Reclaim the gaps in your day. Let your brain heal. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. You could be exactly where you are today, tired, anxious, scrolling through other people's lives. Or you could be focused. You could be crushing your grades. You could be pursuing that hobby you claim you don't have time for. The only difference between those two versions of you is where you put your attention. I want you to try this just for 24 hours, and I want you to comment down below, what is the one app that steals the most of your time? Let's call it out in the comments so it loses its power. If you found this helpful, hit that like button. It actually helps me fight the algorithm to get this message to more people who need it. Subscribe if you want to rebuild your focus with me. Put the phone down, go do something real. I'll see you in the next one.